What's up, everyone? Today, Idea Trades trade recap. Today we had a banger trade, 11.2 RR trade, crazy trade today. We took it on the PM session at 12 p.m. around there. Let me drink. But yeah, pretty good trade today. 11.2 RR, as I said, $998 I think it was. But yeah, I'm gonna run it down for y'all in a second. But first, I woke up. Every day I wake up and I get bald, so I'm getting scared right now. But yeah, hair is shorter now. But yeah, um, let's get to the trade right now. So, market open, right here. Remember we chart on NQ, but we trade on MNQ. So right here, market opened 9:30. Today market open was so bad. No one took any trades today. I think on market open there was no trades. If you think this, maybe this inverse fair value gap was decent, but it was really not. We weren't really coming from a fair value gap. Yeah, coming out of nowhere. Maybe a 1 hour. Nothing. We didn't come out of nowhere, and we didn't sweep any. The draw on liquidity was right here. The dream scenario for me this morning was a sweep of this low right here, that is a 4 hour predominant low right here, and it's also on a 1 hour fair value gap. I think it was, yeah, this 1 hour low into a fair value gap was my dream scenario. Unfortunately, it didn't happen. We market open and we started pumping up as we have been doing lately. We just started pumping up. This fair value gap was even if you wanted to enter on this fair value gap, you couldn't, because market candle close was right here. So it was all the way, like the trade would be like this, maybe here. So it wasn't a good trade. So no one took any trades this morning. Then we just started like accumulating right here. Boom, boom, boom. Nothing really happened. And as soon as I was gonna leave the market and I was gonna go eat, we started pumping up again. Like we started accumulating right here, and I said we're not even gonna hit these levels I have marked out, so I'm just not gonna enter. Like I'm gonna close the charts. But then boom, 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 we started getting momentum again. So I locked in the screen again, and boom, I entered this trade, almost top tick. Like I missed the top tick by 1.70, 1.25 points. And yeah, trade was really crazy. As you can see, 11.48 RR. We entered on $100 and we ended up winning, like it was $931 the trade. I was in it. I was in the trade for like 2 hours. Look, you will see right here. Yeah. If you count it like the candles, it's gonna be 2 hours. I was I was thinking about leaving the runners until here, because I was pretty bullish after this reaction and these inverses that we had. I was thinking about leaving it till here, or maybe this low right here, but I didn't want to risk it. So yeah, I was fine with this. I was pretty fine with this. We're getting closer and closer to passing the account. And after this trade, I'm not gonna talk about this strategy yet, because I'm working on it. I'm refining it. But when I get it done and get more data on this, more data, maybe put it on public. But yeah, I'm just this trade I took it because I was so confident in this. Like every level, like you'll see. But yeah, after this trade, I took this one on the 3 minute. I think it was right here. This was the trade that I wanted to, that I took after this. We started accumulating after we started accumulating after the trade I took. We hit this low and we start accumulating. So we break accumulation, boom, we sweep this liquidity. We entered on a 4-hour fair value gap right here. We entered on this fair value gap. Let me mark it out. And we inverse this 3-minute fair value gap. Let me erase this. And we inverse this 3-minute fair value gap right here. We entered, and as you can see, the trade didn't work out. We targeted this unmitigated 3-minute fair value gap right here. This was the target for today, but yeah, we couldn't reach it, and we just kept dumping and dumping. And right now we I'm thinking we're gonna do, as I said, we're gonna sweep the 1-hour low right here, and we're gonna enter this fair value gap and go up again. So yeah, that was the trade for today. 11.2 RR trade. I don't have the entry, but I recorded like half the trade. So yeah, I'm gonna run the clip, and yeah, that's it. So let's run the clip.